What is going on, everybody? It is in here with Miller Garage. I am outside in the million-degree Texas heat, but we have a super awesome video today for you and a real special treat. Our former employee, Lauren, is joining me in this video because everybody remember her? You may not recognize her because in so many of our videos she's been polishing or... But this is what she actually looks like.
I look like dirty homeless.
Yeah, that's her normal vibe, is dirty homeless.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in reality, she doesn't look that way.
I clean up that.
Yeah, she cleans up occasionally. But behind us is her Airstream. That's actually how she got her job with us. Is that her and her dad showed up asking, questions about me doing some work and just general stuff, and basically kind of the usual. We don't know what we're doing, help. But she came on basically full time. It kind of ebbed and flowed at points, but she has been a phenomenal employee, or was. She's actually not been working for us for about a year.
Yeah.
It's been about that long. Wow. So she has completed it, except for a few small little things.
A few small little things, but other than that, it's taken like 2.5 years to finally finish, which I was working here and then working on it whenever else I had the time. So
yes.
It's taken a while.
Exactly. As they do, as we all know. And if you are just starting yours, it's gonna take a while.
It's well worth it.
It is.
Stick with it.
But it will take a minute. But enough about us talking.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into it. We're gonna show you her trailer. This is a 1963. 63.
26 foot.
Yep.
Trailer.
Yeah. And so we're gonna dive in. We're gonna start showing you guys through it.
Let's go.
All right. I am super impressed with the work that she did. I think it turned out amazing, and I bet you guys agree. So give her some love in the comments below. Tell her how awesome you think it is. But so I guess we're just gonna kind of like walk through it, and we'll start in the front and work our way back. So just kind of tell me and everybody a little bit about what we got going on.
Yeah, so this was the first project we started on in the build out, this L section couch, and under here this pulls out, these wood slats pull out, and you pull these two drawers out, and it makes a pretty big size bed, almost a queen, I'd say. You flip this cushion, and then I have two more in the back. But yeah, for all my guests can stay up here. This coffee table, my grandpa actually made it for me.
Really?
And
that's actually really, really pretty.
Yeah, I was like, I want it rustic, as rough as you can get. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yes. But yeah, so that flips around where you are.
Okay.
And that's also the bed. So it's the
it's
same.
actually part of it.
Yeah, it's the same height as this. So you put a cushion on it, and it is useful for a few different purposes, not just the looks.
Yeah.
Like everything you have to.
Yeah, that's always
uses in the Airstream.
Always important with Airstreams to make everything do 2 or 3 different things.
Yeah, definitely. But I did want like a floating piece of furniture, not just all built in. So that was a fun addition.
Very cool.
Oh my gosh, windows were so tedious. I felt like everything about windows.
Everything Airstream windows is.
Yeah, but I'm very happy with how they turned out.
Yeah,
they're very functional.
Yes, look at that smooth operation.
Smooth.
Yeah.
The screens I had rebuilt. I built those myself. The window frames out of white oak.
Yeah, these look phenomenal.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was again the windows are a project, but I'm very happy with how they turned out. I wanted like some warmth and wood to the aluminum white walls. So
this is super cool. This is a really creative idea. Obviously time consuming.
It's very time consuming.
Yeah, so
and I didn't know how time consuming it would be getting into it, but honestly,
welcome to everything.
One of the last things we finished up in here was the window frames, just because it was honestly something we just kept putting, like, it was a job I didn't really want to do.
Your chandelier here?
Yeah.
Is that actually 12 volt or is that 110?
I converted all of the light fixtures to 12 volt.
Okay.
I bought regular old household lighting, 110 lighting, and Yeah, converted it all to 12 volts just because.
It's doable.
But yeah, this is actually a glass globe.
Yeah.
Which traveling,
So we'll see.
I was scared. Which I've already done a week-long travel trip, so it did great. In all of the light fixtures, I installed jack nuts or plus nuts into the aluminum, so it's not just a sheet metal screw going into one piece of sheet metal. It's a anchored machine threaded screw. Yeah,
which is definitely a good idea for any heavier things. All right, now we are in the kitchen / living area / the slashes that have been
the kitchen.
Yes. So. All right, so tell me a little bit about this. I am loving the countertops.
Thank you. Again, those are white oak, so the same as the window frames.
So you still have the original frame, right?
Still have the original frame.
So weight was a big consideration for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. I was always thinking about weight, which I still didn't. I wanted to use good, sturdy materials, I guess. So
yeah.
I didn't want to like
strength and weight, that balance that you always have to find.
Anywhere we could save on weight. I tried.
And that carries over into your cabinets as well, because I noticed that we'll pull one out.
Yep.
The door faces, those are,
these are half.
Yeah, so that's 1/2 inch on the door faces.
The drawers, we built all the drawers, they're 1/2 inch. Door faces 1/2 inch. Even these 1/2 inch. Even the panels in between.
Yeah, your cabinet carcasses.
Wherever we didn't need the drawer slides attached to, we would just cut a square out to save on.
Yeah, do some weight reduction in there.
Yeah.
And that's great, especially like because you can build these where you can do that weight reduction and you can still have structure in it, how you attach stuff, how it's attached up the wall and all of that. So that can be a really good idea to add that weight reduction and do those kind of things. If you have a brand new frame, like a lot of times we build trailers and do a whole new frame, so we still consider weight, but it's not as critical with an original frame. But most people are just going with a standard frame. So on that topic, actually, we at Miller Garage, we have started doing all of our designs on the computer. We're using both SketchUp and Fusion 360, and we are doing like top to bottom comprehensive designs. We do the frame, the floor, and we have the great thing about it is we can really optimize the design because we can see everything and all of the kind of like dead space that ends up in places, and then figure out ways to utilize all of it. And it has enabled us to make some really creative, unique, and incredible trailers utilizing this design process. And we are going to be rolling out, it should be live now whenever you see this video. So that's why we want to partner with you. It will be a collaboration where you work with our team to design your trailer on the computer, and then we will send you the digital files, blueprints, and we have a few different options of, to the extent that we design all the way up to where we can actually design it to be CNC cut on our machine in our facility and then send you the parts. So we have a lot of different options there. This is a really exciting thing that we are so happy to be providing for everybody because like design is such a difficult thing, and so we've learned a ton in the trailers that we've built, and we'd love to be able to help you with your project. So the link's going to be below for that. Go check that out. Reach out to us if you have any questions, and we would love to help design your trailer. But back to Lawrence. And then obviously in the kitchen we have our sink. Love the very vintage
faucet. I really wanted a bridge faucet. Got this off of Etsy from Morocco.
From Morocco?
From Morocco.
That is awesome. I love that.
I've got handmade tile, hardware from London.
Yeah, you got some tile here for the,
which,
tiny wood stove.
Yeah, which I guess I could talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah, let's
jump back to that.
Yeah.
So the stove area is interesting. I bought these handmade terracotta, they're actually stair copings, or were, from Clay Imports in Austin. I had them hand make these, and I wanted the stair copings because they had this little bull nose, and I thought, oh, this would be a good way to just trim out the, the top, the tile. So yeah, they came in a 4x4 piece, and I cut these down into this 4x4 piece to plan them out how they would lay out here. And then used epoxy grout. And then the little cubic mini wood burning stove, which this thing should crank out some heat in the winter.
Your tiny little logs.
I know, tiny little logs.
It's just so cute.
It's really cute.
I mock the stoves again. They're cool. They're.
Oh my god.
It's a vibe. I get it.
Could
just
you
because I don't love
this trailer without it? No.
No, I mean it ties together your vision. I get it. It's just. Okay, so tell me about this side. We've taken care of the other side,
Yeah.
this side. First, real quick, what did you finish the countertop in? Because that is important. If you're going to be working with, hardwood for a countertop, you got to finish it right.
Oil-based general finishes. The Armor Seal.
Armor Seal? Okay.
Yeah. That's what I finished the countertops with, which went with an oil base. Thought it would be a little more hold up to water, more durable. Fridge, I went with a three-way Dometic fridge, so it can be on runoff gas, battery, or when I'm hooked up to shore power, so I've got options there.
Yep.
Gas full range. I love this one. I've used it several times, and it cooks great, and I'm very happy with it so far.
Yeah, no, it looks good. So
I think it looks good.
It makes things hot. It works. It's excellent.
Yeah.
So.
Don't cook in here if the AC's not running.
No. Okay, I love this wall. Tell me about this.
Yeah,
that
this
is
wall,
phenomenal.
I'm very happy with this wall. I knew I wanted to do some kind of design texture on this wall. But it was honestly kind of one of the last thoughts of, okay, what can we do these little cubbies? It won't be very practical function. Like, when I travel, I'm going to have to pull stuff off. Besides, like, this I have command stripped, this is command stripped. But one time I left the salt up here and got in after traveling, and there's salt all over the floor. So I'm learning.
Learn quickly the Airstream life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you do learn quickly.
Command strips are your best friend.
Command strips are amazing.
Just understand, the more creative you get, the longer it is going to take you, and the harder it's going to be.
But it was worth it.
But
I
the
was the
results
one
are
doing the work.
Yeah.
It was me, but yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I loved it. I love how it turns out. I feel like it gives it a unique look. Yeah, it's my cubby wall.
Yeah, the texture that she did on here is super cool.
Yeah, so it's called a lime wash paint.
Yes.
Kind of gives it like an adobe look, which I routed and curved these corners, edges on everything. So it
it
gives it definitely a cool texture.
Cool vibe for sure. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Very happy with that. Okay,
so we're gonna move our way back to the bathroom and kind of loft bed area. As
the master bedroom.
The master bedroom. It's quite luxurious and spacious.
So my closet door, put these little grooves, routed these grooves in there, so it looks like tongue and groove, but it's not. Archway, again, this is the lime wash paint.
Yeah.
Flip around, but got a mirror in the door. Little closet, it'll do.
And you got the mixing valve accessible there, which is
I wanted my plumbing
idea.
accessible. Again, and I cut out. This is under my bathroom vanity, so I can access my plumbing through there as well, which that's great. I could have covered this wall up, but it's in my closet, and now I get to access my plumbing. So I think it turned out pretty well. Added a shelf. Yeah. Mirror. And motion sensor lights when you open the closet door.
They're actually motion sensing?
Yeah, they're motion sensing. Of course. This is my lady. My leather lady.
Nice, nice.
She was my one piece of art where I had it like a few years ago and was like, I want this in the Airstream. I had this vision before I even had any of the other visions. Yeah.
Everything's built around this.
Everything, I mean, kinda.
Right here.
It's the same vibe, the colors. And this is my dog, Daisy.
Yes. We love Daisy.
And this is her big dog house. I built her. Right, But yeah, this will be, I actually make jewelry. I'm a silversmith. So originally why I bought this Airstream was to make it into my studio. But then when I got into this process a little deeper, I thought, okay, if I'm doing this, I might as well live in this. And it be my studio as well. So I haven't 100% finished this area. This is where I will be working and have my studio set up. I have legroom here where a stool will go. And then I'm going to do floating shelves where a hammer can sit in a hole here, and then I have like a tabletop Dremel flex shaft that will hang here. So just a floating shelf tool wall here. And then I'll have a bench top where I can rough it up and not care if I'm beating up the countertops. And yeah, little studio drawers which pop out, which I just finished making these. I still need to put on I'll probably use General Finishes on this white oak.
So that's white oak as well?
This is white oak.
Very cool.
It's not fumed.
Yeah, so you can see how it's a little bit lighter. Obviously a finish will make it darker, but...
The finish will make it darker. This was just one whole sheet of white oak, and then I chiseled it all.
Oh, wow.
I hand chiseled it.
Yeah.
And then used...
Daisy doesn't like the camera.
But anyway, I used the Forstner bit to have these little finger holds here. So happy with those. Like, I wanted something a little creative for the studio drawers. Yeah, so this will be my workspace in here.
We are going to link her site and all of her stuff below because I want all of you guys to go and check out what she's doing. She does amazing. She's not going to say this about herself, but she does amazing jewelry. She has given my wife some stuff, and just phenomenal work. It is great. So go support her. Go buy the crap out of all of her stuff. And
Thank you. And I have a few shows and markets coming up, so...
Yeah, she's going to be down in Austin, so if you follow her on Instagram, she will give updates on when she's doing all of that, as well as just all sorts of other posts, because she's going to start doing that a lot more, that she has the time.
Okay, so for the bathroom, I went with a wet bath, which I know some people don't like, but I went for utilizing the space out in the Airstream versus in the bathroom. So, yes, it's small, but wet bath. So I tiled the floor. This is Calicut gold marble penny rounds. And again, I went with epoxy grout on this. Yeah. But yeah, I went with penny rounds because they're small, less likely to crack with the movement. And
it looks like it has a slope to it. Did you build the
whole
whole
my
pan
gosh,
yourself?
yes. So the whole pan I built with out of plywood and sloped it.
Yeah.
And then I fiberglassed the plywood, the sloped plywood pan. So made my own shower pan, fiberglassed that, then tiled over it. Yeah, I made this towel rod.
There you go. Because you can.
Because I can. Yep. Because I didn't want to spend $80, and I can. This light is actually an outdoor light, so it can get wet.
Yep.
That I did convert to 12 volt. I routed in this mirror, which I might
So it's
frame
actually
it out.
somewhat inset into the wall?
It's inset, and I use Thixo, which, if you don't know what Thixo is,
it's another total
and you're renovating
product.
an Airstream, it will be your best friend.
It's like liquid nails on crack.
It's like liquid nails on crack. So the little vanity, I definitely wanted a sink in here. I did not want to be brushing my teeth in the kitchen sink. Happy with it. This is over the wheel well, so yeah, and then these little things we made to put soap on. Oh gosh. Which, again, all of this is the wet edge paint. Put a little gasket in here, so it's no water stripping in there. Shower head, this is the Nebbia by Moen. It saves about like 50% of your water and is still high pressure, so this is a great shower head to go with.
It looks good and matches all your...
And it looks good, and if I need to rinse off the floor or whatever...
You always want a removable shower head.
Yeah, this has been... I love this thing. Yeah. I did a composting toilet. I'm happy with this. I went with the Airhead, which I know a lot of people go with Nature's Head, but the Airhead's really similar to the Nature's Head composting toilet.
It's a little smaller.
It's a little, yeah, it's a little smaller, and that was a contributing factor why I picked this one. And also, just the shape of it looked like more of a normal toilet to me, so I kind of liked that. Toilet paper holder, outlet.
Nice.
You know, for when I curl my hair all the time in here.
Oh, totally.
I don't really know. I would probably never use that. Okay, the pocket door. Yes. So, again, all this wood is varnished. Pocket door is a
step this way so we can actually see it.
If I lock myself in here,
yeah, don't do that.
Then I can't talk. I haven't put the hardware on there yet, but it's coming.
Few last minute touches that still need to be taken care of.
There's always gonna be. I went with plexiglass. I didn't want glass breaking. Yeah. Also, it saves on weight. This is really lightweight, but and more affordable too, because getting glass cut. Yeah, it is. And I bought this pre-cut. Didn't have to cut it to the shapes. I ordered that. This is the same white oak we milled down. You can tell this is a little different color, the trim and the door. So that was just me fuming it longer, kind of by accident. Yeah. But I'm happy. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks cool because, again, it creates that contrast.
Yeah.
Contrast is a good thing.
It's just handmade. And put screws in here so that you can take this off and service the pocket door if you need to.
It's always good.
But I'm like, this was a big project, and I'm very happy with how the pocket door turned out.
Yeah.
You know, in this small space, it's hard to design all this. But yeah, my bedroom, we made this headboard, which has an outlet back there. Plug in your phone. Oh gosh, dirty clothes. Sorry.
Back out of those.
I got a foam mattress on Amazon and then cut the corners with an electric kitchen knife. It lifts up. It's just on hinges. So the bed hinges up. I have a fresh water tank down here. I think it's about 25 gallons of water. I have a water heater, on-demand water heater. All of this is accessible from lifting up the bed in here, or the back hatch opens for when I need to get, wheel chocks out or whatever I store back there. That's my little garage back there.
Yep.
Water pumps back there. Put it in an outlet down here if I want to charge a vacuum or something. Who knows?
Yeah. All right, so again, it's basically just a big bed back here. That's pretty standard. And then, yeah, she has this TV back in the back that's framed, looking cool, and then kind of a similar thing with the inset cutouts, and I believe the TV folds out, and then we have our controls for everything right there, which is really cool because anytime you can like hide stuff, then keep it kind of less cluttered. I think that is good. Creative use of space.
This is a smoke alarm, which it's actually connected to my phone.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so if I'm out of here,
send me that brand. I like that.
I will. Under here, this is really fun stuff. But this I just made into shelves because this is where heat duct runs.
Okay, I was wondering. I was like, that's kind of...
my furnace is under a cabinet here. Yeah. Heat duct runs here, and then this is my PEX, my water.
Yep.
Plumbing and drain in this, and then I have outlets.
Tank sensors.
Yeah. Okay, so we have 8 solar panels up top, and then
big array,
multi-plus, smart charger, smart solar charger, my 120 breaker box. Then I have a 12-volt breaker box in there as well. Again, all this is accessible just from under the couch, vented, and all of my batteries. This is always so fun to watch people in YouTube videos struggle taking off the cushions. And now I'm the one doing it.
Yeah.
Great. Oh gosh, you can't really see.
So they're back there.
But batteries are back there. And that's why we built these L-shaped drawers.
Yeah. Always maximizing space.
Maximizing space. Yeah. So batteries all up front, which again with the weight thing.
Yeah.
Like batteries are up front, water tanks back there. Might help with weight.
Okay, and here we are back on the outside. Obviously, it is polished. She literally just knocked out a whole polish job in a week. She did it in 5 days.
Yeah.
She's insane.
That was my record.
Yeah, but she's my polisher. You guys can't use her. As we talked about, she's got, 8 panels up there?
8 solar panels.
Are they 100 watts?
100 watts.
Okay, so it's 800 watts of solar.
Yeah.
On a 26-foot Airstream. So You can put a lot on
You
there.
can.
I mean, it's visible, as you can see, but it
Looks sick.
it does. It looks tough. She's got these awesome wheels. You have a lift on it, right? Or your
Yeah, I put a 3-inch lift on it. I did get new axles, which
Yeah.
I think it's a 32 angle down, so that's
Yeah, so she's
higher as well.
so she got like the monster
And the
truck version.
tires are 16-inch wheels,
Yeah.
and then
And it's
the
35.
31
Yeah,
inch
it's a bigger
tire.
diameter. Yeah, so
So
it looks
they're-
tough.
it's tall.
You need like a really badass truck
Yeah,
to go with it.
Yeah, does anyone want to send me a badass truck? To go with
Asking
this?
my viewers to give you a truck, and I'm like, so this is the best feature of the whole trailer.
Yeah, which I don't know why I don't have a beer right now. This is I'm actually pretty upset.
There's no
right
Bud
now.
Light.
Okay, yeah, bottle opener, obviously not original, but fun. No, I knew I needed that on there. Which anything I put on here, like I lacquered this. I don't want it to rust. Who knows
Yeah,
how
looks
it's gonna
good.
hold up, but
Very important aspect though.
so
Super necessary.
yeah, all these lights are new, but I went with the vintage looking lights from Vintage Trailer. Porch lights.
Yep. I love your rock guard.
Oh my gosh, I probably redid this thing like
I know. I think you redid it here at least 2 or 3 times.
it's just so dumb because it's just a stupid rock guard.
But
But
it
I was like, this is going on the front of my truck.
turned out good.
It was a piece of shit, like fiberglass, fraying fiberglass thing, and I epoxied it. I did not. It was very textured. Didn't know what to do. I ended up wallpapering it using like a self-adhesive wallpaper, and then I flex sealed a clear flex seal on top of it to waterproof it. So it has held up great. We'll see how it goes. But
I
it's
mean, it
gonna
looks cool.
rubberize. It'll work, functional, yeah, and a fun design aspect. So
Yep.
I'm happy with it. After 5 times of redoing it. My signs are original. I polished those up. I hand X-Acto bladed the letters out, and then
Spent a crazy amount of time.
I spent a lot of time on those. Sorry, I wish it was cleaner.
Covered in bugs.
2 30-pound propane tanks, which I just whatever spray painted these myself with the same. I used that. Anyway, propane tanks. Happy with those. New rub rail. Again, we took the shell off the frame. So, you know, I ended up patching these because I had some ripples, and yeah, threw those patches on. I patched this. Yeah, I mean, this was a huge crack up here. Patched everywhere, but yeah, that doesn't bother me at all. Like,
Yeah,
it's vintage.
part of it.
Hook up here, so hook up to shore power. And I love this steel.
The Marine Co.
Yeah. That's my little flue pipe for the wood burning stove, which it's on travel mode right now. That's that just rubber boot you put on the top,
Cap.
but the cap. But when you are stationary and want to use the wood burning stove, you put on the vent up there. This opens up, and it's actually, this is under my sink, my kitchen sink, and I just ran hot and cold PEX down here with shut-off valves, so it's technically my outdoor shower. Or if I want to spray down Daisy, my dog, or a bike, or whatever, they can hook up a hose there. Furnace vent, water inlet, water fill for my water, fresh water tank, and then hook up to water outlets under my water.
No comment.
Back of the trailer here, went with these huge lights. Cover up original old holes and stuff, but backup lights, new backup lights. Backup camera, which is
The Daisy.
Daisy. Backup camera has saved my life. I mean, it's been really easy to hook up, back up into spots and stuff. This trunk where I keep my water hose. This isn't watertight or anything, so anything you want to store that you don't care about getting dirty or wet, throw in there. Wheel chocks. stabilizers down
That
there.
is good.
This is my gray tank.
And you only have a gray tank.
I only have a gray tank because I have a composting toilet. So that's honestly so nice. Don't have to worry about any of that black water. Another outlet, which I'll probably use this one a lot more.
More often.
String lights.
Yeah. Whenever you get your awning that we just ordered yesterday.
Just ordered an awning. Thank you, Ian. Ian just ordered the awning for me. So I'll be back to install that.
Yeah.
This is the door clip. This is the vent for the fridge. The fridge needs to be vented.
Yes. All right. Well, that was the full tour of her amazing trailer. I think she did an incredible job. Obviously, a lot of work, a lot of time. How many years?
About 2.5.
Yeah.
In September. It will be 3 years, so longer.
Yeah. So it's a time-consuming process, especially if you're doing it full time and you know what you're doing. I mean, we get them done. We're averaging about 6 months. We're trying to get that down to like 3 to 4. But we're a professional shop at the CNC.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah. So
I was
expect 2 to 3 years for your build.
I mean, I was weeknights and a lot of weekends, most weekends. But I still need to go have fun every now and then. So.
I mean, you gotta have balance. I don't know anything about that, to be honest, but
So worth it.
Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, definitely go check out her store, her Instagram, all of her links and that stuff. Support her. She does awesome work. She's an awesome person. Love having her as a friend as well as a former employee. So
thank you, Ian.
Yes, it is. She's super cool. But yes, so thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this format. We're going to try to do a little bit more of that with other people's builds as well as our own. We have Monica Church's finished, and just about, we got a few little things, and that'll be coming. We're going to figure out when she's going to get back out here. She's been super busy, so she wasn't able to be out for a lot of the build process, but we're going to do like the big reveal. That's going to be exciting. And then we're also almost done with a motorcycle hauler, and then we're deep into other full builds, and we have like 10 in line. So we're going to be doing a lot more YouTube content. But also, like I was saying, go check out our design services, and then we're also going to be launching a whole bunch more products. We're going to be doing modular furniture for Airstreams, so you can order basically like flat packed furniture cut out, ready to be assembled and installed. And it is going to be amazing, as well as a whole bunch of other things. We're rolling out like just so many products that we've been working on. That's part of why we've been just so busy and all of that, is we're developing all this stuff. So really excited about all of that. Go check that all out. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, comment, tell her how awesome her trailer turned out, and also follow us on Instagram and all of that. And we will see you next time.